Happy Frenzy Day, everybody. It's Andrew back here, and today I want to go into the topic of the frenzies that are upcoming. So we're seeing lots of changes going on just with our world and whatnot, and with VIPKID, and I want to dedicate this video to talking about some strategies to consider to help with your bookings as we go into the next few frenzies. So if you are new around here, please bang on that subscribe button, and please do like my videos if you do find them helpful. My philosophy is I go out, I scour the internet, look for information, look through lots of different YouTube videos at different teachers, give credit to where credit is due. So I will tell the teacher that if I'm using their information, and also from time to time, lightning strikes and I come up with a few good things myself. So my philosophy for these videos is I don't edit them, partially and mostly because I'm lazy, but also I want just to be true footage. So I don't edit. I will have grammatical errors, I know that, but I don't edit. I just do it as it is, and whatever. You can like it or lump it for that matter. So today, let's go into the topic of the frenzies upcoming. So I've mentioned in a prior video, so if you haven't seen it, I will link it, bing, right up here, and you can go and take a look at it, talking about 4 headwinds that we're facing. Just as a quick recap for you. So some headwinds that we're facing for our bookings going forward are: 1, daylight savings time has increased supply. So in the morning now, teachers are teaching more, so if you're just teaching mornings, you're going to find it a little bit tougher to get bookings just because there's more supply. Number 2, we have teachers staying home now because they are not teaching because of the coronavirus, so they are staying home. So that's bringing more supply as well. Number 3, we have kids that are going back to school in China soon. Some are, some aren't, some have no idea, but as they go back to school, that's going to bring down how many classes they're going to take. So less bookings. Number 4, as I mentioned, some of them I think are growing tired. It's been a busy last few months. They've taken a lot more classes than usual online, between online with school and online with VIPKID. They're probably growing a little tired of it and they want a break, so that's breaking down bookings also. Another headwind that we're facing is that not only are teachers staying home and teaching more, but I think VIPKID and GoGoKid and other companies alike are getting a lot of applications. So the need for finding other work from home now is at an all-time high. So I bet you they're getting flooded with teachers. That's going to flood the supply of teachers, and that's going to drop the bookings per individual because we're going to have more people teaching, more new teachers. So again, that's why I'm really looking at some tips here for the upcoming frenzies, because I think we're going to see some changes here. We're going to see some more headwinds, as I've mentioned. So go take a look at that video if you haven't already. So let's go into some strategies now to consider that I'm implementing myself and that I'm using to try and keep bookings relatively the same. For me personally right now, I'm thankful that I'm going to hit 303. At least that's what I'm on pace for right now. We've got a couple days left in the month. I'm looking at 303 for the month of March, and I'm very thankful for that. But I know going forward into April, it's going to be a little bit tougher out there to keep the same amount of bookings, and you may see something similar also. So one thing that I'm doing here for the upcoming frenzies is I'm really, as I've mentioned, casting that net out real wide. So I'm starting a little bit earlier in the morning. I'm working a few more nights, and it's really important to cast that net out wide. And then what I'm doing is I'm bringing my schedule back in. So once I see some bookings there tomorrow morning, if I see some nights not filling up or mornings not filling up, I'll then shrink my schedule a little bit then to come into the times that I want to work, or I'll take maybe some slots off during the day depending on how it looks. But I think that is the name of the game going forward, is cast a really wide net and then shrink down your schedule on the days where the bookings aren't there as much. I think that's a good strategy to help keep your bookings, rather than trying this where you go after the fact and then try and add slots midweek. I just don't think you're going to get the uptake, or at least I haven't, because there's just so many teachers. You need to catch those fish tonight. You have to, when the frenzy is going, because the bookings during the week are drying up, or at least they're being spread out over a lot more teachers, so it's harder to get the bookings to be filled or the slots filled after the fact. So really cast the net out wide if you want to keep your bookings relatively the same. Number 2, on another strategy to consider, nights. So with the daylight savings time, that is now freeing up some nights. So if you want to keep your bookings, maybe you don't work as much in the morning, but you work more at night. A lot of the kids are still, or most of the kids are still off school. So the mornings for them, or the nights for us, are for the taking. And not only that, but daylight savings time has decreased the supply at night, because now you have to stay up a little bit later to teach later. So that's decreased the supply. So if you can work a little bit more in the night, I think that would help your calendar as well. That's strategy number 2. Number 3, the strategy that I'm using, I was staggering the nights that I was working. So I was working Tuesday night and working Saturday night. Well, now I'm going to Friday night and Saturday night. And the reason being is because just for the kids planning out here and the parents for the next couple of weeks out, they may think, well, I don't know if they're going back to school or not, or what my schedule is going to be like. So for me, putting out a Tuesday or Wednesday night might not get filled as quickly as maybe that Friday, Saturday, because they know for sure their kids are going to be home sort of that Saturday morning and Sunday morning, which corresponds to our Friday night and Saturday night. So I think the chances of those getting filled are a little bit higher just because of the uncertainty. So that's another strategy to consider. Number 4, just in terms of your overall courses, so your supplementary courses, I think that's also important as well. Get as many supplementary courses as you can. If you need to get certifications for other levels, then get those certifications as well. Just get as much as you can. You can always take it back after the fact if you don't want to teach them anymore. And the last one, on bio. So your bio is going to be critical. Again, just update it a little bit with your information. I recently put that I completed a 120-hour TESOL, which I did. Doesn't take long to do, and I think it looks great in the bio as well. I put that in there, and that's just another thing to help. I'm not a teacher by trade, so I need everything I can get here to beef up that bio and get more bookings because of that. So with your bio, your picture, maybe update your video. Take this time to really hone those skills and update that accordingly. So hopefully that helps you. That's what I'm looking at right now with the frenzy stuff. What tips do you know of that you can think of for helping with these frenzies? Please do like my videos. Come back and let's take a look. Later in the week, I'll do another video. So best luck at the frenzy tonight. Bye, everybody.